Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to handle drop-downs using CITS. So in this sample application, we have a drop-down which has two options that we can select. So if I right-click and inspect, we have a select type element which has option 1, which is a text that we can use to identify the value, and we have a value 1 and 2 with which also we can identify the value. Okay, now to get started, we will quickly go to kits and create a new scenario. We'll call it drop downs, and we're going to add a test case to it. TC1. We will record this, so I'm going to click on the recorder and then click on the kits extension and then right click, open. So we're going to record all the steps. Now selecting the value from the drop down, so click on this and select option 1. So you see it says drop down select by visible text at the rate option 1. This is something that it has picked up automatically. If I select option 2, that is also being picked up automatically. Yeah, pretty cool. I close the recorder, I go back to kits, and I see that the two operations that I performed on the screen has inbuilt methods in the tool. Select by visible text at the rate option 1, and then you can also change the value. Now, in addition to this, there's one more option that you can leverage. So if I add a line and if I drag this drop down object, I can also say select by value. Select by value. This is also possible to use because we see that in the application we have an attribute called value associated with this one, right? So if I inspect, I see that there is a value. One value is 1, the next one is 2, right? So I can simply perform this operation here. So the first one would be 1, the second one would be 2. Then I'm going to add a dummy line at the end. So that I can add a breakpoint to this. I'm going to add a breakpoint to line number 2. And I'll run it in debug mode so that we can see all these steps being performed one after the other. Yeah. I'll open the console. Yeah. Now, the first one. So if I click on the next one, you see items option 1 is selected from the list, and this is selected by visible text. Pretty good. The next action, you see option 2. So option 2 is selected from the list, also by visible text. All right. Then the next action, you see option 1 is back again in the list, but this time it has used value. Select by value. So items 1 is selected from the list. Pretty cool. And then option 2 is again back in the drop down because this time it uses value and the item 2. And then we wrap it up, and this is how we handle drop downs in kits. See you all in the next video.